Hey guys, so I just want to make a quick video about this. It's not going to take too long. We have an announcement for two types of unique equipments for Legends limited characters. So two Legends limited unique equipments. Get your slot removers ready. It's going to be very intensive on resources. So let's just go ahead and read what they say here. Two new pieces of unique equipment for Legends limited character are coming at the same time. Guess what you think they'll be? Look out for the reveal tomorrow on our official social media accounts. So this was made at 6 p.m. my time, and what I think is going to happen is in 5 hours from now, which will be 11 p.m. my time, that's when they'll announce that there's going to be a new character announced on social media tomorrow. If you guys saw my video yesterday talking about most likely Ultra Cell dropping, there is no Legends information announced yet, and I expect there won't be one announced because we already had one earlier this month for the Super Saiyan Goku. So I think they're going to just announce Ultra Cell via social media, similar to how they did Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan was also, I believe, social media. So yeah, that'll probably be coming later tonight. So potentially tomorrow we actually get two social media reveals. The two of them are going to be the unique equipment releases and then the new character, which should be Ultra Cell. But for these unique equips, you can take a look at the art in the back and you can tell what they are for. So the first one on the left, I mean, for those of you who've been playing the game for the past 2 years or so, you'll probably be able to recognize this pretty easily. This is actually Blue 17. So we are, in fact, in the middle of the Cell Saga celebration, and they are going to be dropping a unique equipment for Blue 17. I mean, obviously 17 has a connection to the Cell Saga, with him being, well, I mean, it's not really the Cell Saga because this game splits up the Cell Saga and the Android Saga, right? This is the Android Saga. Every do we even have a Cell Saga 17? He doesn't even exist in the Cell Saga, right? Right. We have Purple 17 here. We have 17 and 18 from the future here, all considered Android Saga. We have the OG Purple 17 here. Let's go to the Cell Saga. The only Cell Saga 17 that would exist would be if we got a 17 from the Piccolo fight. Yeah, there is no... So we actually, in the game, in Dragon Ball Legends, 17 on the Cell Saga does not exist. Because we don't have a 17 from the Piccolo fight. Because, like, this is the Piccolo that fights 17. And Android 17 is not even in the Cell Saga besides that one scene. So it kind of is a little bit strange that during the Cell Saga celebration, which they deliberately mentioned goes through the middle of March, we're getting a unique equipment for Blue 17. Can you guys think of a reason why they'd want to maybe, you know, strengthen the Androids team at all? A little bit weird, don't you think? Let's go to the Universal Rebel Saga. So it's going to be for this character. This character has had a very odd lifespan in this game. This guy dropped in January of 2023. So this guy is now over 2 years old. He's, what, 25 months old now. This character is yet to have a single Zenkai buffer. Right, let's actually just go back and filter by this so I can show this. So let's undo this filter. Let's go Zenkai Blue. Right, no character on here besides the free-to-play 21. Where's the free-to-play 21? This 21 right here technically does Zenkai buff that 17, but she only gives half of his Zenkai ability. Blue androids, but it's 25 and 20%. And then she gives, what is it, 32% androids strike defense. Yeah, so who cares? Like, this is a terrible Zenkai buffer. So besides her, there is no there's no Zenkai buffer for this guy 25 months after he's released. So they're going to go ahead and give him a unique equipment here. Now, this is a character that I think actually could be very strong if they do this equipment correctly. He has support in the form of sustained damage cut penetration. He's got double vanish gauges when he has his gauge filled up. He's got buff removal when he's on the battlefield. So he has some good tools here, but we'll see what they decide to do for this character. Green is a very, very, very strong typing right now, so it could be tough for this guy to look as good as he needs to look to be competitive, but we'll see what they do with him. And then the second unique equipment, I actually did talk about this multiple times, so I'm not really surprised to see this. Let's just like reset the filters here. Let's go back. This character is actually a Cell Saga character, and it is actually this guy. The original LF father-son Kamehameha Gohan. This character probably is one of the most, if not the single most notorious character in the history of this game. when this guy got his Zenkai Awakening, he essentially dominated the game for like 10 months. He was like candidate for top 5 in the game for like legitimately over a full year. It was like a 13 or 14 month run where this character was just so good that you could run him and be competitive with this character for like 14 months. He got his Zenkai. It was shortly after the 2nd anniversary. So the 2nd anniversary happened. I remember they actually announced this character's Zenkai in V-Jump. And then he dropped, I think it was like 2 months-ish after the 2nd anniversary. People were like, okay, they're going to Zenkai a red character when Vegito Blue is so dominant. Yeah, right. He's gonna be terrible. And then this guy dropped, and he just cleared the entire game with ease. Vegito Blue was like one of the most dominant characters of all time. 2nd anniversary Vegito Blue. This character dropped, and he made Vegito Blue look like a hero character. Like, it was just beyond ridiculous. And then this character was basically at the top of his game. We didn't really start to see characters that could kind of, put him in his place until really Legends Fest of 2020. It was the Legends Fest. It was Legends Fest 2021 with Sword of Hope Trunks, right? This character had a pretty bad matchup against Sword of Hope Trunks, but on the other hand, you could also just run them together, kind of, right? But the main team with this guy was this character, Revival Gohan from the 3rd anniversary, and Future Gohan. That team was just, you basically saw nothing but that team. I remember there being notorious screenshots of the PvP ladder, the ranked like PvP ladder, and literally every single person had this Gohan. Like, it was just like the top 50 places in the PvP ladder were just everyone who was using this Gohan. That's what it looks like. So this guy is getting a unique equipment. Now, we did kind of see a similar situation where if we go to the Majin Buu saga, this character, let's go all the way down here to get him, this guy. Remember, he got a unique equipment. It was in the same celebration as Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Ultra Majin Vegeta. But, I mean, this guy is just so old that it was really, really hard, I think, to get him to where he needed to be. And this Gohan, this guy's Zenkai Awakening is even older than Super Saiyan 3 Goku's Zenkai Awakening. So, I don't know. As dominant as this guy was, I think it's going to be a little tough to get this guy on par with like the best characters in the game. So I don't know if he's going to be super competitive. But the one good thing about this character, still to this day, is he does have support. Applies the following effects to allies per tag hybrid or Sun Family battle member other than this character when this character enters the battlefield. So this is like the way we don't want it to be written here. He's supporting the team when he enters the battlefield, which means that you're going to have less uptime on the support for the rest of your characters because you're probably not immediately going to be swapping back out of this character. But this is actually pretty crazy support. Remember, this is per Hybrid Saiyan or Sun Family battle member other than this character. So if you're running a full Hybrid Saiyan or a full Sun Family team, he's giving 60% key recovery and 40% blast damage support here. 60% key recovery support is actually insane. Like, this is still pretty good. Now, the only downside is these could be canceled, but I mean, just as like one of the things he's actually doing that could be pretty effective is this. So that's what I'm really looking at here. He does extra damage to regen. He's actually taking less damage from regen. He's got 20% reduced damage received from regen, which is not something we ever see. Like, we don't see characters that have specifically damage reduction versus a specific tag. So this is kind of an outdated mechanic here, but he is very old. All these things are cancelable. I mean, yeah, so it's well, I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to do this, but this is just interesting on the grounds that this is one of the more notorious characters that they've ever dropped. So those are the 2 unique equipments that we're actually getting this week. Again, we should be getting a social media post in about 4.5 hours from now that is going to say, oh, we're going to reveal the next character tomorrow, so stay tuned. So we'll see if that happens. Let me know what you guys think of these unique equipments dropping. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.